Hey everybody, welcome to your mat. Today's practice is designed to help you strengthen and stretch your hamstrings. When you're ready, we'll get started kneeling toward the back of our mat. Just have a seat on your heels. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can change position. And then rest the hands in the lap. Allow the eyelids to close as you sit up tall. Soften across the shoulders. And we'll just begin with a few breaths. Start to breathe in through the nose, slowly and gently, filling the lungs. And when the lungs feel full enough, open the mouth, sigh it out. Twice more, breathe in. Open the mouth. Breathe in. Let it go. Then allow the mouth to close as the chin falls to the chest. Roll the head to the left ear toward left shoulder. Finding a stretch down the right side of the neck. Return chin to chest. And right ear toward right shoulder. Chin to chest. One more time each side, left ear toward left shoulder. Stay as you are, or if you'd like, you can reach the right hand down and away toward that empty space beside you. And then return right hand to the lap, let the chin fall to the chest. Then right ear toward right shoulder, we pause. Option to reach the left hand down and away. Return left hand to the lap, chin falls to the chest. And then keeping the eyes closed, lift the chin up toward the ceiling, stretching the front of the throat, the neck. And then return chin to chest. Let your hands slide down toward your knees as you tuck chin toward chest, round through your back body, like a seated cow or cat position rather, seated cat. And then as you inhale, draw the heart forward, pull your hands toward your hip points as you lift the heart toward the front. Then exhale, rounds you. Inhale to your seated cow, heart nudges forward. Exhale, rounds you to your cat. One more time, we find the seated cow, draw the heart forward, lift the chest, lift the chin. Then circle the arms up high, breathe in. As you breathe out, take a twist to the right, open up the arms, wiggle the fingers. Return to center, breathe in. Twist to the left, open the arms, wiggle fingers. Return to center, inhale. And then as you exhale, plant your hands down. Shift onto hands and knees. Maybe give your feet a little beat behind you, returning the blood to the feet, down the legs. And then separate your knees a little wider. Start to sway the hips side to side. We're going to make some circles around the rib cage. You'll start to let your rib cage dip down toward the floor and then send it over to the left. Press it up toward the ceiling, over to the right, and back down toward the floor. One more time, this direction, circling. Pause when the belly is toward the floor and reverse direction, sending the rib cage to the right, toward the ceiling, to the left, toward the floor. One more time, this direction. And then pause when you're in the center. To inhale into your cow pose, draw the heart forward. Exhale, rounds you up into cat. As you find cat position, push the ground away. Press so much into your hands and the tops of the feet that the knees start to lift up off the ground. Lower the knees back down. Inhale into cow, heart forward. Exhale, push away, round into cat. Press so much that the knees start to lift up off the ground, maybe a little higher this time. Lower the knees back down. One last time, breathe in, cow pose. Exhale, push away, round, press into the tops of the feet, lift the knees so much that you roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet when you find your downward facing. Then pause. Send the right leg up high, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, open up the hip, make some circles around right hip socket. Just 2 or 3 big circles and then reverse the direction. Then send the right leg high, breathe in as you lift high onto left toes. As you exhale, draw right knee to nose, core plank. Shift forward, letting shoulders travel past the wrists. Inhale, three-legged. This time, as you exhale, step the right foot halfway up your mat, standing L. The left leg lifts behind you. Invite the left hip down just an inch, so the inner left thigh is what leads the lift toward the ceiling. And then soften your left toes toward the back of your mat for pyramid pose. Walk your hands back, finding a little shorter stance, straightening through both legs as much as feels comfortable here. Really pressing into right big toe, pull back on the right hip, lift up halfway, breathe in. And then as you exhale, fold maybe a little deeper. Inhale, lift up halfway. Firm through the legs, especially through right big toe as you pull right hip back. Then bring the right hand to the right hip, left hand to the left hip. Slowly we upright the torso. Reach the arms up. Interlace all the fingers except for index and thumb, finding Kali Mudra. Squeeze biceps by the ears as you reach fingertips up. Find a little opening of the chest as you lean back, heart lifting. And then return to neutral, uprighting the torso. Bring the hands to the heart. Turn to your left. We find Yogi Squat Malasana. Turn the toes out, heels in, sink down. Hands at heart, bringing your elbows into the inner thighs. The inner thighs squeeze onto the elbows and the elbows press onto the inner thighs. So we've got an even amount of pressure here. Now start to turn to your right. We swivel to the right, lowering the left knee down to the ground, what we're going to call primal squat here. The back toes are tucked underneath. Bring your hands to the heart, pause. Then hover your left knee. Hold it right here. As you hover the back knee, imagine that you're trying to pull your 2 feet together. So we're pulling back on the right heel and forward on the left toes. They're not moving, but they're engaged, pulling toward one another. Hold for 3, for 2. Then bring your hands down, straighten both of your legs. Return to your pyramid pose, straightening out. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, refold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Firm through your right big toe. Pull back on your right hip. Invite right hand to right hip. Left hand to left hip. Upright the torso. Stand up all the way. Reach your arms up. Kali Mudra with the hands once again. Find your back bend. Lean back. Hands to heart. Upright. Take your time as you turn to the left. Yogi Squat Malasana. Sink down. Press arms into legs. Legs squeeze onto arms. Then turn to your right. Find your primal squat, lowering left knee to the ground. We bring hands to heart. When you're ready, hover the left knee. Create that pulling together of the feet, just the energetic action. Last moment. Bring the hands back down to the ground. Return to pyramid one more time, straightening through both legs. Lift up halfway, breathe in. Refold, breathe out. Inhale, lift up halfway. Firm through your right big toe. Pull back on the right hip. Right hand to right hip. Left hand to left hip. Upright the torso, rising up. Reach the arms up. Find your Kali Mudra, the little back bend, lean back. And then upright the torso, bring the hands to the heart, turn to the left. Malasana one more time, sink down into your yogi squat. This time in your Malasana, reach the left fingers down to the ground. Your right arm will reach up high. Lean the right shoulder back. Bring your hands back to the heart. We move to our primal squat. Start to turn to the right. Bring your hands down to the ground. Lower left knee down to the ground. Bring hands to heart. Hover your left knee just over the earth. Firm the 2 feet toward one another. And then slowly we're going to rise to stand. Slowly take your time. Rise all the way up to stand. Shift your weight into your back foot. Slide your right foot to meet your left, lifting your right heel off the ground. We move to tree pose. Turn the right leg out to the side. And then you can stay here with toes on the ground in a rooted tree, or you can slide the right foot up anywhere along the inner left leg, or choose another version of tree. If you're perhaps working floating tree or half lotus, all the options are available to you. Grow just a little taller. Right knee reaching down and away, down and away. Last breath. Mountain pose. Step the right foot by the left and separate the feet so they're about hip distance. Close your eyes. Let your palms radiate forward. Feel your feet underneath you. Then blink your eyes open, sweep your arms up, breathe in. As you breathe out, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Refold, breathe out. Crawl your hands out to your high plank. Shift forward and back in your high plank. And downward facing dog, pike your hips up high. Walk your feet a little closer to one another and then send the left leg high, 3-legged dog. Bend left knee, open the hip, make some circles. Both directions with your circles. Then send the left leg high, lift high onto right toes as you breathe in. As you breathe out, knee to nose one time, core plank. Shift high on your back toes. Let shoulders travel past the wrists. Inhale, 3-legged. As you exhale, the left foot steps halfway up your mat for that standing L. The right leg lifting behind you. Inner right thigh leading the way toward the ceiling. Then soften the right toes to the back of your mat, setting up for our pyramid pose. Shift yourself back as you straighten through the legs. Now your left big toe presses down into the earth and you pull left hip back in space. It's like we're lengthening left side, left leg. Find that length. Lift up halfway, breathe in. Refold, breathe out. Lift halfway, breathe in. Bring left hand to left hip. Keep firming into left big toe, pulling back on left hip. Right hand to right hip. Rise all the way up to stand up. Upright your torso. Reach your arms up. Kali Mudra with the hands. Maybe weird thumb on top this time. And then hands to heart. Slowly turning to the right. We find Malasana, yogi squat. Sink down. Press elbows into legs. Legs squeeze onto elbows or the backs of the arms. Then turn to your left, primal squat, the right knee lowers. Bring hands to heart, hover your right knee. And then start to firm your feet toward one another, like you're trying to pull the left foot back and the right toes forward. But notice what's happening in left hip. Can you draw left hip back? Sometimes it wants to move out to the left. Then bring the hands down, straighten the legs, pyramid pose. Halfway lift, breathe in. Refold, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Press into left big toe, pull back on left hip. Left hand to left hip. Right hand to right hip. Rise the torso up. Reach up with the arms, Kali Mudra. Open the heart, lean back. Upright the torso, hands to heart. Turn to the right, Malasana, yogi squat, sink down. Create that pressure, pushing arms into legs, legs into arms. To the left, primal squat. Hands to heart, hover your right knee. Firm the feet toward one another. Then bring the hands down, pyramid pose, last time through. Halfway lift, breathe in. Refold, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Press into left big toe, pull back on left hip. Left hand to left hip. Right hand to right hip. Rise up. Reach up. Lean back. Hands to heart, upright the torso. Turn to the right, Malasana, yogi squat. Finding that pressure. And this time, we reach the right fingers down to the ground. The left arm opens up. Lean back on the left shoulder or through the left shoulder. And return hands to heart. Start to turn to your left for your primal squat. Bring your hands to the heart. Hover your right knee. Firm the feet toward one another. Keep pulling left hip back. And then slowly we're going to rise to stand. Super slow. Take your time. Take your time. Rise all the way up. Shift your weight into your back foot. Slide your left foot to meet your right. And then we move to our tree pose. The left heel is lifted. You can stay here in a rooted tree with the left toes on the ground, or choose any other tree version that feels right on the side. It could be different than the first side. No matter what you've chosen, left knee reaches down and away, and we grow just a little taller. Last breath. Mountain pose. Step your left foot by the right. Heel toe the feet about hip distance apart. Close the eyes as you stand tall in the feet. Rooting down, grounding, palms radiating forward. Then blink the eyes open, sweep the arms up, breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Halfway lift. Refold. Crawl your hands out to your high plank. Shift forward and back in your high plank. Next time you shift forward, stay there. Push the ground away, puff up that space between the shoulder blades. Rise to your tippity toes. Downward facing dog, pike your hips up high. You'll toe your feet together, lift the right leg high, three-legged dog, breathe in. As you breathe out, step the right foot halfway up your mat, standing L or split, the left leg lifts. And we start to turn this into a warrior 3. So start to become lighter on your fingertips. Maybe a bend in your right knee. So you slowly release, find your balance standing on the right leg, left leg long behind you. And reach the right hand toward the ground or maybe to a block if you've got one. Half moon is where we're going. The left side body opens up. Return to your standing L or split. Left hand down, left leg lifts. And then lower your left toes to the back of the mat, pyramid pose. We return, straightening through the legs. Lift up halfway, pause. Really press into right big toe, pull back on right hip. And then bring right hand to right hip, left hand to left hip, rise up. Pause here, not taking the back bend, turn to the left. Bring both hands to the heart. Find Skandasana, side lunge into the left leg. We heel toe the right heel away. Point the toes up toward the sky or the ceiling. Sink down. Then all the way to your right foot. Simple twist. Plant your left hand down inside of right foot. Send the right arm up high. Lean the right shoulder back. Then plant the right hand down inside of the right foot. Look at your back foot. Plant it flat as we straighten through both legs, finding Trikonasana, triangle pose. Feel free to use a block underneath the right fingers here. Slowly we rise up. Find a reverse triangle. Reach the right arm up and back. And bring your hands to the heart. To your left foot, Skandasana, one last time. All the way to your right foot, simple twist, left hand plants, right arm high. Stay here in your simple twist, lower your left knee down. We find our half split, straight in through the right leg. And then maybe you find just a micro bend of the knee. Pause in dorsiflexion of the foot, so the toes pulling toward your face. And you feel this downward pressure you're creating, pressing the heel down into the earth. So we're not just stretching and softening, but we're building strength here. Pressing down. Rebend into the right knee. Lift the torso up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. As you exhale, bring the hands down. Runner's lunge, tuck your back toes under. Step back to your high plank. Shift forward and back in your high plank. Downward facing dog, hips are high. Lift the left leg high, three-legged dog. Inhale here, lift high onto your right toes. As you exhale, knee to nose one time, shift forward, find that core plank high on your back toes, push the ground away. Inhale, three-legged. As you exhale, step the left foot halfway up the mat, standing L or split, the right leg lifts. And then we'll start to turn this into a warrior 3. So become light on your fingertips, maybe bend into your standing leg, and then start to find balance on the left leg. Knowing that at any time you can lower the right toes down to help you find the balance, and then maybe then lift again. And start to reach the left fingers down to the ground or your block. Half moon, we open up the right side body. Return to your standing L or split, bringing the right fingers back down to the ground. The right leg lifts a little higher. And then lower your right toes to the back of your mat. Finding our pyramid pose, we shift backward, straightening through both legs. Inhale to lift up halfway. Really press into your left big toe. Pull back on your left hip. Left hand to left hip. Right hand to right hip. Rise up. Reach your arms up. Bring the hands to the heart. No back bend this time. Turn to the right. To the right leg, Skandasana. Heel toe the left foot away. So that side lunge. Left toe is pointing up toward the ceiling. Then look all the way at your left foot. We shift all the way to the left foot. The right hand plants. Simple twist. Left arm reaches up. Then plant the left hand down inside of the left foot. Look underneath you at your back foot. Plant it flat as we straighten through both legs. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Options for your left hand to be on a block or some elevated surface here. Then slowly we rise up to reverse triangle. Let the left fingers leave the ground. Then lift them high. Right hand slides down the outer right leg. Lean back. Then bring the hands to the heart, to your right foot, Skandasana, side lunge. All the way to the left foot, simple twist. Right hand plants, left arm reaches up. Lean the left shoulder back. Then lower the left hand down inside of the left foot. Lower your back knee down straight in through the leg. We find half splits. Create that micro bend in the knee as you press the left heel down. Then rebend into the left knee. Release the hands up toward the ceiling, upright the torso, low lunge, breathe in. As you breathe out, bring the hands down to the ground. Runner's lunge, we tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, then step back to high plank. Shift forward and back in your high plank. Next time you shift forward, stay there. Maybe you soften the knees down. We slow lower all the way to the belly through chaturanga. Bend the elbows straight back. Slow lower. Take your time. Lowering all the way down. When you land, sweep the arms behind you. Bring your forehead down to the ground. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, we find locust pose. Lengthen through the body, stretching. From top of head to soles of feet, we lengthen out. Lots of energy here. One more breath. And then float yourself down. Rest on your right cheek. Shake your hips. Or bend your knees and let your shins sway side to side. Relax the legs behind you. From this point, we're just going to roll over onto our back body. So keep your head on this side of the mat. Just roll to face up. And then separate the feet about as wide as your mat. Let the knees sway left and right. Next time the knees are to the left, pause there. And then we'll let the knees fall to the right. And then come back through center. Keep the feet wide. Just let both knees fall in toward one another. Constructive rest pose. One hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. And then when you're ready, we'll roll to one side gently, finding fetal pose. And then you can remain here, or if you'd like to press yourself up to a seat, that is where we'll meet. A comfortable seat. You can start out, or you can return to how we started in a kneeling position, or if you'd like to cross one shin in front of the other, Sukhasana. And then find a tall spine, soft across the shoulders, hands resting in the lap. We'll take 3 breaths to conclude our practice. Start by exhaling. Then breathe in through your nose. Open the mouth. Again, breathe in. Pause at the top, this time an audible exhale. And then one more time, breathe. Pause at the top, then open the mouth. Allow the mouth to close. Blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that you have a beautiful day and we get to practice together again soon.